Alright, hey guys. Sorry about that. Had some internet issues there, had to reset, so we're going here. We'll have to do a little bit of a cap up later, but just to let you guys know, SvG is on the US blue and Pulse Gaming will be on the Chinese red side. SvG right now, Fear holding tight to the bomb. Just gonna wait it out. A few engagements going on there, Godlike going down. Second, just covering from the higher ground. A little bit different here, obviously from Crucial Cup. These two teams, obviously, this was running at the same time while the Crucial Cup was going, obviously. But we're now here, the DGL, Digital Gaming League Cup final. Two teams, SvG faced up against the second as Mango comes around, finds tap out. Bridge Pulse is setting up nicely here, just trying to clear things out before they move forward. Tronics is going to find himself at the bomb here. Remember, bomb carrier is only known once he's spotted. And they're obviously playing here on Dawnbreaker. Also another nice enjoyable default map for the teams. Obviously, sorry guys, while I was setting up I wasn't too sure. So I'm not 100% sure what the map rotation will be, as Godlike gets a good kill on Tronics here. He's going to go for this one. We have one man covering here right now, Mango, trying to survive, keep the spawn going. He's going to pop around. Okay, so they keep themselves at least in the area. He's going to stay there. Not going to have any spawns, I guess. Yeah, spawns will come out at the spawn point, well, home base in this case for Pulse. SvG now carry the bomb forward. Remember guys, hopefully you should be able to be changing the settings in terms of quality. It is YouTube, and obviously I haven't changed much in terms of how I streamed on the Crucial, so it should be hopefully the exact same type of setting setup. And yeah, from now on I will be trying to do a little bit more private things now and again, obviously for myself on my stream. Trying to see if I can change my YouTube stream name to SpitzyVision for you guys, similar to my Twitch channel. As the pack loss kicks in there, luckily it wasn't too long. Axel is going to find himself around the cinder blocks here. He's going to get a great headshot on tap out there. Pops himself some more meds as SvG's slow rotation, as we saw. And also after speaking to the SvG guys after the Crucial Cup, their intention isn't really to play for time. It just seems like it happens to be that their style of play lends them towards, or lends itself towards the clock kind of running down as they maneuver forward, and they carry the bomb. Pulse, of course, we've seen them when they won that Crucial Cup final up against the XCC team. Tries to find some sort of cover here. Haxor's going to find himself a 1v1 there. He's going to win out on the spray. He's going to rotate around, try and see if he can find Godlike here on the back end. He's got cover now. Fear comes out. Scooby gets the kill though. Scooby, hell of a nice guy. Had the privilege of chatting to these guys, the SvG boys. Unfortunately, haven't chatted to the Pulse guys yet. Did have a good chat though with he's here right now. Trying to remember. I think it was Hato. Yes, we spoke to Hato. Hato also a very nice guy, as you guys can recall from that interview. Obviously this is a slightly different Pulse team, but of course still coming out tops as SvG try and find a rotation forward. Axel's going to climb up a bit of the elevation here, see if there's anybody around. No one's around as Pulse cleared up SvG, and Tronics is going to move forward with the bomb. Seems like they adamant on this A plant first off for themselves. They're going to try and peek, see if they can find from a distance here with that Ace-23. Oh, gets a good headshot there with the spray on Scooby. Around. Godlike's going to go down because good cover comes out there by Haxor, covering his bomb carrier. This plant comes in by Pulse. Fear goes down to Mango. Mango covering well here. Oh, Val, he's gonna try Val also. Great guy, guys. These guys really have some good love for the community. We had a great well, the opportunities to jam a bit of pubs with some of these guys and just have a good chat. So keep that in mind. For those of us who need a little bit more help, don't hesitate to get hold of these guys on their Facebook pages, on their Twitter accounts. Oh, SvG gets a good hit. Shot on Mango, but the trade comes out by Hacksaw. Nice tap out there, gets Hacksaw, but bomb should go to Pulse here as Tronics runs away. Saves his ticket for now, in the sense of not dying there. Oh, just switched away too early there, but Tronics doing some good work. He's going to find himself alone here. Does have support as his teammates are rotating around, Ado being one of them. We know how good this man is. Showed it in that final against XCC in the Crucial Cup. But of course, this is the Telkom Digital Gaming League final of the cup. The real kicking the boodle begins, the real shebang. Well, a blitz, Jesus. This is all I see every day. Oh, that bug goes out there to Haxel's good grenade there. Tronics. So Pulse once again just setting up nicely here. Just trying to, you know, they're gonna try and use as much intelligence as they can. They're not really, like I said, it is a slightly different Pulse, you know, makeup here. As case in point, Joker's not playing obviously. But most of them get cleared out. Hader finds himself in the middle of the street, and he does get cleared out. SvG have opportunity now. Val's going to go for the bomb picker. He's going to get it. We're going to see where the rotation is going to come. Probably going to go straight for A. C not really looking to be taken earlier. Scooby, that Magnum. Start the reload. See what the response will be from the Pulse players. Mango's going to rotate. He does get a bit of hit reg on that grenade there. Tap out is above him. Obviously Mango will come up behind them in terms of how that tunnel works. Tap out trying to cut up a bit of fence there, but it fails. Bomb is down around the A site. SvG still have a few numbers around. This guy like picks it up. He's going to go for the plant. Mango's rotating back around within that tunnel. Fear might just get caught out by Mango here. He's checking. Yeah, Mango's behind him. He's got more than one now behind him. And he loses out unfortunately there. As Pulse respond nicely. Preventing the pawn from coming in. Mango. The Magnum kill. Gonna get it. Still SvG have numbers here. All goes down. And his partner goes down as well. Godlike. Got some cup from behind. He's gonna move forward with the G18. Scooby on the bridge. Tronics right by the MCOM. Two teams feeling each other out. With a Pulse on MCOM up. This is best of 3 only, not like the Crucial where we had a best of 5. We had a really long stream there. I was once again proud to represent SA. So join Milosh in his stream as Fear comes around, gets Tronics. A little bit of peekaboo by the two players. Fear comes out tops, but he does go down in the end. Tapa's going to rotate around. There should be 2 around here, actually 3. He gets 1. He's going to check. Surrounded here. Okay, he gets the other. Second, yeah. Third, just sorted out as in the meantime Scooby has picked up the bomb. He's gone for the C plot now, so change of strat coming up by SvG as they pop the smoke and go for C. Fear covering well. Gets a good kill on Hacksaw. SvG doing a great job here. They have to keep the numbers here. Can't afford to lose as they only got 2 players around the site now. Vol. He's just, yeah, he's going to hold spawn, but he's going to get caught out. Yeah, so he wins 1 battle. But there's another one to win, but he does lose out this time. As Scooby's alone. Very interesting position he finds himself in. They do pop more smoke. He's just shooting blind, not finding any kills. As Pulse do manage to finish the disarm. Tap goes down as he's trying to throw out the grenade there. Oh, they're just sprouting out of the bushes there. Pulse finally realized what was going on and they managed to clear out all the SvG players. Mainly Scooby. Just hunkered down in that the plants there. Pretty mad. Pulse rotating forward. SvG set up that defensive play as we just passed the 4-minute mark. Axel, we have to rotate back around. Got 2 players here on Pulse. Got an engineer, I didn't even notice that. Sorry, once again, a loss. Really should get that sorted out. I think I'm gonna start shouting at people on the phone. Oh, Hater. Down there. Good work though by Tronics. Good response as he stops the bomb carrier. He's gonna get. He was gonna go for the res. It's easy travel distance for the Pulse players. Tronics gonna go for that arm. Tap out's gonna toss a grenade into that corner. Doesn't find any hit markers. Just sprays wildly into the smoke. Hater pops more. So, good work. Most versatile utility, well, the most, I would say, meaningful. Good work there by Fear. Clears out Hacksaw. As Mango's left alive, he's going to rotate it back around. Just start with that defensive hold. As SvG do manage to get the disarm. Godlike finds himself in the corner, he's going to rotate back around. That's good work here on the left side for SvG as he gets rid of Tronics. He's going to see another one. Yeah, it's another good kill there on Tronics. Does go down once again though. Forsake it. It's a spawn. Potatoes will not go in here as they cover this right side. Just creeping around there. SvG still holding ascendancy in the sense of control of the bomb here. They're on the bridge as they do get numbers back up again. Mango gets taken out. However, Hater's still there, but he does get taken out. Scooby has progressed forward on his own. Tronics, however, is behind. He's going to pop a grenade. Fire. He does get a good kill there on tap out. Now, but you know he's there. Godlike though goes down. Mid pack. Tronics doing a good job here. Oh, and they work very well there. Tronics' positioning there was very key in terms of allowing the rest of his teammates just to, you know, continue that push up. Just keep it tight. Oh yes, guys, also apologies, obviously I don't have a graphic. I was only asked earlier today whether I would do the stream, so not much was prepared. Axel though goes down to Fear. As Pulse begins to push. Only got a few seconds left though. 40 that is. Pulse, however, don't really need to do much. This is a very different, like I said, it's a different, oh, good kill there by Ball. Sorry, like I was saying, it's a very different setup for Pulse compared to that Crucial Cup final. The team is slightly different, obviously. So it's a different mixture of players. So the play style is slightly different here. You know, we're seeing less of a really rushed, you know, play where boys, you know, like these guys are just going gung-ho, full-on strong push. And they just really are taking their time. It seems to be working out for Pulse. They do go for the plant, again, obviously just to run the clock down, I think, as we do hit 0 seconds. So the game won't finish, obviously, until that is either disarmed or blown up. So I'm pretty sure SvG. Scooby's the last man in the squad. They do still go for the spawns. Scooby gets a good headshot on Hato Jeans. He's going to rotate around this right side here. She's about to pick off for 2. Saxo has to find some cover. So SvG still maintaining the defense. This is good. It's not over till it's over. They are going to go for the defuse, because if they can keep it to 1, but the defuser does go down, and therefore Pulse do win this first half of Dawnbreaker 2-0. Good work by Pulse there. Like I said, it just seems a slightly more tentative type of game coming out. I mean, dare I say, very similar unfortunately for SvG to that Crucial Cup semi-final, where they just kind of took a while to start going, and then unfortunately did lose out to Pulse. I believe it was Pulse. Yes, it was Pulse, because XCC had played FIB in their semi-final. So I'm trying to get to my channel so I can watch this, well, at least get to the stream so I can see the chat while I'm doing this, obviously, on my phone. But I need to get to my actual channel in terms of stream. So it's not telling me that I'm streaming, obviously, on the phone. I can't see it. But nonetheless, we are going to move forward into the second half. Pulse will now be on your US blue. SvG will be on your Chinese red side. Guys, just once again, thank you for joining me tonight. Very pleased to be able to bring you this. Just a reminder, the road that these players had to take to kind of get here. I believe SvG played, SvG played Forsaken before this. That's XCC Forsaken. No, Pulse played XCC Forsaken. I can't remember. Oh, sorry, I'll tell you guys now. I'll let you know. I have the log in front of me. I'll let you know at the halfway stage between map rotations, as we see the general strat coming out. However, Pulse only pushing 1, but this man does count as 2 in our community, as it is Hado Jeans, so he's going to be the only one to cover. So Pulse putting more manpower in a sense in terms of numbers in the center of the map around that bomb site. SvG do enjoy this left side push, in the sense when they're pushing from the US side or right side push, so they do like using the side of the bridge quite a bit, as they do normally push 2 men up on this elevated side. These 2 teams again, back and forth. Good shot by Forsaken there. Great headshot on Val. Pushing that man back, and Godlike does go down as he tries to retreat. Mango, however, goes down as Fear finds himself alone. Try to hold the spawn. Spawns do come out on him. Hado has pushed forward as he cleared out that side. Fear trying to see if he can find anything, as Forsaken has rotated a little bit further forward. So Pulse have now pushed past the halfway line into the more SvG side of the map. Sphere goes down. He does get that frag before he did on Mango, but sorry, yeah, it was Mango, right? The rest does come up. As Forsaken moves forward. Scooby. Trying to get a pick off there, just oh, he does get taken out well there. Mango covering again well, very well from the trenches. SvG have to rotate around from spawn, as Pulse do get that A plant, pop some smoke out. Godlike does go down. Unfortunately, SvG are gonna find it slightly harder now to progress out of the spawn area. They have decided to put more numbers on the right side to try and help facilitate this. Godlike's gonna go back to the spawn as he allows Scooby to move forward. Taxo does clear out. Gonna try and find another. He does. Can he get the multi? He does! Gets a double kill. He's gonna move away. Find some space to rest up, but he does get taken out by Val, however, unfortunately. But, greater scheme of things, Pulse do get themselves another MCOM, and now are 1-0 up in the second half. SvG finding it tough to come back with a good response as Val goes down. Forsaken. Good rotation there by Scooby. really love this bridge. Mango goes down, shooting again by Scooby. As I am not too sure what just happened. The map just rotated as mid-game. Okay. That was me, guys. I don't have control of the server. So I'm not too sure what just happened. Oh, I understand. Okay, now I see. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. slow day. Very slow day. Obviously, I'm not too accustomed to the way the DGL games work. So obviously, they really just wanted. There was no chance for SvG to come back, so they just immediately excuse me, rotated. Yeah, got it. So yeah, there you go. Pulse will get the first map, as we saw. Apologies on that. And it seems like our second map will be Parasol Storm, so not even a chance to catch my breath for a little bit. No ads for you to play. Well, to play for you guys, or to you guys, because obviously this is the Digital Gaming League. And I was asked earlier today, so like I said, not much provisions were put in place. But I do want to just shout out to all the DGL guys and obviously DGL admins that have allowed me to do this. It's something that I'm pretty sure the community was hoping for, and I'm glad I can bring it to you guys as we are readied up and ready to go. So we're gonna have Parasol Storm, like a parcel Storm here, as SvG will be on your US blue side and Pulse will be on the Chinese red. Okay, standard, straight up, bomb spawns around the basketball court area, and normally you'll see the Chinese side trying to get that bomb straight onto A and AC. Sometimes B is obviously the choice. Similarly, US try to go for A, but C is normally your first point of contact. Bomb. As Axel gets himself some elevation, quick peeking, just ADSing on and off there. Not too sure what he needs to do. SvG had just a slight three-man line there, just behind the basketball court, as Godlike's going to push up on this right side. Axel going to use the stairs just to get a little bit more elevation through the center of the building now, as he spots A as the target now. Oh! Godlike goes down there. Tap out. He is closest to the bomb right now for SvG. He's taking some heavy damage, heavy partial now. He's going to find himself some cover. His Pulse look to pincer in, tap out, and the remaining SvG players for a second kind of knew he was spotted. But Pulse are going to pick this bomb up and just rotate with it. Mango going to get taken out, but Pulse have done a very interesting push here. So what they did is they, obviously what you saw, the two players rotated around, didn't actually come into contact. Sent two to the center, three just for luck. And then they had these other two rotate around in terms of a defensive type of line. So it's all about the guy who had the bomb in the center just making a run for it. It's just a mass brawl here through the smoke. SvG are going to come out tops and go for the revive and get the disarm. As Pulse have to unfortunately spawn back at base and rotate forward. And they're going to carry this forward. Trying to get to C. Well, Bob carry goes down, so he's going to revive it. Pulse have progressed. Now they can control the bomb once again. SvG plays slightly off here. Axel's going to push forward. Mango's covering from the rear just to prevent any push coming out. He is finding who has spotted a player as he just shoots it blind. Ball rotates around far side. Tap out's closest here. Doesn't get anything with the AEK. Survives, but then goes down to the G18 there. Played by the Pulse players here. Smoke comes out as Vol just holds spawn. Trying to give his position away here. Axel covering the enemy spawn points. Ado covers the bomb well. Takes out Vol, who's going for the disarm. G18 comes out, good kill on Godlike there. This Pulse once again clear up the SvG players in this first half. And there you go. Pulse gets himself the first MCOM. Just first off on Parasol Storm. We'll have to see once again what the SvG response will be. SvG now pushing numbers forward. Hacksaw though has stayed behind from an intelligence point of view. Good work there by tap out. By Hacksaw gets the tap out kill. This Pulse also have set up around the area, but Hacksaw, like I said, has remained fully the back here, just disrupting the SvG rhythm, just having to force him to think of something. You see, now they have to rotate players behind, obviously taking numbers away from the center where the bomb is. So Hacksaw does go down. Yes, he did go down, so he's not there anymore, but it's about time frame at the end of the day. Sometimes even in this most FPS games, you know, a few seconds make a big difference. This Mango does go down in the end. Ado is going to push forward to see if he can try and get the kill. Gonna go for the res, can't get the 100, and he does go down. Good work by Fear there. As SvG have picked it up, Paul, but he does get taken out. Good response by Pulse. Scooby, no, Magnum's too slow, buddy, and he goes down. Godlike gets the bomb, gets a headshot. Is the bomb? Yep. Looks. He doesn't have it, but it does cover. Ado spraying around. It's getting a bit hectic in there. It does go down. SvG responding well. Yeah, as they clear out the Pulse players around the bomb site. And now we see the Pulse response. So second tries to go from distance. SvG covering well though in the building here. Put a lot of numbers in that close vicinity. They're doing a good job. It's technically a double, but I think SvG might just be able to defend this quite well. Yeah, and they do. So they bring back one, and they do have the opportunity now to get themselves the half here. Fear there picks up a Hado Genes for himself. He is kind of stuck. Very interesting position, but he does obviously feel the burn there. This tap out is going to rotate around. Let's get the 99. Pulse players, however, in the vicinity have heard it. Let's tap out. Rotate it around. Doesn't get a kill. Goes for Magnum. Counter. And he loses out. You see some knife action go on there. Getting cleared out around the bomb. This Pulse is going to pick it up. They do. They rotate. Going for that Charlie. MCOM. Long grenade comes out. Bunch of smoke being popped. Second goes to the plant. Not much cover for him. The smoke doesn't seem to be around the MCOM itself. But it is there nonetheless. Scooby slowly progressing forward here. He does get taken out by Hado. Good awareness by Hado Genes there. Like I said, the man does count as two players. Yeah. Party goes down, Mango, but does go down in return. SvG guys are trying to find a response here. They do, remember, they do get themselves an MCOM here, so they do have a second half to try and pull something back. There you go, guys. Pulse winning out this first half, 2-1 on Parasol Storm. They look very much in the ascendancy here, unfortunately, for the SvG players. So we're gonna move forward. See what these boys can come up with from an SvG point of view, because they do need to respond here. It's very key that SvG respond. I mean, they haven't. Unfortunately, they didn't prosper too much in terms of, you know, trying to reach that Crucial Cup final, but they did do themselves, you know, did do well in terms of picking up that third place, which got themselves on the podium there. We're going to see Pulse here on the US blue side, and SvG on the Chinese red. For me, I mean, it was a similar convo I had with, you know, Milosh, and we were trying to discuss, we did discuss, like for instance, you know, favoritism in terms of the map, in terms of spawn and stuff like that, but I think from a Parasol point of view, there's not really much advantage maybe coming out from the team on the Chinese side, because they do have the buildings as cover from the get-go. That's one thing I just realized now. We haven't seen much engineer type kits as Godlike goes down to Tronics, you know, just to clear out those buildings there. Seems like both teams aren't too worried about that. These sides are, like I said, these boys are well respected. You know, they just, I mean, even in pubs, you probably wouldn't see this type of, you know, or stray away from this type of play. Keep it solid, keep it tight. As Vol's trying to get a kill there. That's Hado here. You know what I mean? Just no MBT or type of shit like that. If you guys, well, you guys do know what I'm referring to from a pub point of view. So yeah, these guys are just worried about shooting and showing that they've got the skills with the guns. Scooby Pop Smoke in a very interesting vicinity. So obviously he's going to move through it, so Mango surrounded by a few players there. But he has given them a bit of intelligence. As SvG go for this strong push here. Second's going to get the res on Mango, so numbers are back up again. He's going to go down. Does Mango go down? Yes, he does. Pulse got 2 players. SvG got 2 players around the site. Actually 3 now for SvG. There's Hado. Does win out against Godlike. He does get taken out. SvG showing good numbers here. Good response coming up by them. This is kind of a last hurrah for them. Gotta go for this. Response trying to come out by Pulse here. Still do have time to disarm. Smoke comes out. They are going for the disarm. Do SvG realize they have rotated around? They don't know that it's being disarmed though. And there you go. So well played. Pulse plays there. SvG still have the numbers around here. They're going for the plant. Pulse though keeping a few numbers around as Axel does some good work. It's just back and forth here. Axel just cleaning up. Forsaken cleaning up, and Pulse in general just cleaned up the SvG guys. They were a bit slow to react. They're not realizing what was happening. I mean, when you're in the heat of the moment, there's a lot of folly noise, you know, gun mechanics, things like that. You can't always hear that beeping as much as I can hear it, or maybe hopefully you guys can hear it as well. So, it doesn't help. From a gaming point of view, it's SvG. Sorry for the backlash once again. All I can really apologize. I'm trying to get it fixed. Paul's going to move forward. He's going to be chased. He's going to be taken out by Hado. Forsaken was coming from the front end, just in case. SvG now planting a few guys around sites here. Hado's going to carry it. Smoke gets popped. This B plant. No, No SvG players around the area, unfortunately. Let's tap out. Now has to respond. SvG have to respond now. Far off B side. Oh, we gotta get close again. Val does a good job, but he does get taken out by Hato in return. Good return frags coming up by Pulse. Here. I think this guy's also another one to watch out for, guys. He's a very, very skillful player for SvG. Pulse just coming out tops here, unfortunately, right now. From the SvG point of view. Second. Clearing from that tower. SvG. Oh, that's been taken out again. As Milosh alluded to it, that tower is quite a fave in the ESL arena, as Pulse do in the end get that M-comp. Just making sure that these guys aren't actually done yet. So it is 3-1 in terms of M-comps. SvG still do have an opportunity to bring it back. They can get the next 2. So they have to really make sure, obviously, if Pulse doesn't get the next 1, because Pulse are going to take it. Door being closed there. Scooby trying to wait it out. He's being forced to move up. He has been taken out, good support coming out. Pulse just seem to be out shooting the SvG guys a little bit better tonight. Mango pops explosives. Let's push on in. Into the gap. Does get caught out. It's a good cover by SvG here. Fear comes around, gets a good kill. It's gonna have to rotate back around again, find some cover. Oh, good grenade. Survived well, but he did get some help from Scooby. SvG are responding well here. They know it's the last chance for them. Don't forget, guys, the timer is still there. So the time is ticking down. Just hit the 9-minute mark, so we've got about 9 minutes left on the board. This ball goes down just as the smoke is about to hit its full peak. Covering the area. Finding it hard now to even get out of spawn. Pulse setting up a very good offensive / defensive line. And it's trying to get a good double there. Trying to quadruple. He does go down. That sword is still here. Forsaken has held further back, keeping good spawn point and getting some elevation as well on that tower on the coast side. SvG, however, can stop the plant. They do have the bomb. Godlike's going to move forward. As the rain falls down, makes a slight misdecision. Has he? He's going to wait it out instead. So this is going to give, obviously, the Pulse guys to kind of respond. They don't know where he is, and obviously they don't know that Godlike himself has it. Because obviously the bomb carrier must be spotted for them to know where the bomb is, obviously, until it's planted. But Godlike is going to run into Mango and Forsaken, however. Actually, I think Mango did take him out. Forsaken Val in return as well on the other side of the map. Val is still here though. Gets the bomb. SvG though do have players around the area, so they have taken out the bomb carrier now. SvG move forward for the C. M-comp. Smoke popped in a very good position. Exactly where you want it as Forsaken pushes forward. He's going to run straight into the cluster of players. Tria's on side himself, comes out spraying, pre-fire. His team covers him well. Hato on the beach. We did get him. I think the mid pack might have contributed to that. This Pulse play is being cleared out well. SvG responding well here. Putting in the hard shots here as Mango's again forced to rotate. Couldn't hold that. Just trying to get the pick off though. Pulse though, to have a few numbers, he's going to go for this one obviously. Numbers do come up. Hato went for it, or they're going to let this one go. It seems like they let it go. They still know they can get the next one. SvG obviously need the next one. Still have a lifeline here. As they do pick up the bomb, they're going to carry it a bit further back. But they're being cleared out. Godlike's the last man standing. It's Pulse now. Pushing hard. This is now they sped up the game a little bit more. This is the Pulse we saw in the Crucial Cup. Didn't waste any time. Really just went at SvG's throat in that semi-final. But SvG, they do have the numbers here. Good in the right place. See what Fear's response is. Going to spray into the smoke. It's not going to find much. There's only one player here, and that's Hacksaw, and he's pushed himself further back. Rotating very quickly there with the sensitivity. Forsaken once again. Oh no, sorry. SvG plays in this case, covering in the tower. Godlike. Have to jump on out there. The disarm does come out. Back and forth. Guys, timer. Just hit 5 minutes left. So now, time is kind of against SvG as well. You know, not only do they have to stress about Pulse cannot get the next MCOM, we have to try and do this, and obviously a lot of time that's remaining. So now, he's going to cover this bomb carrier. Fear on the back skirts as SvG. Push forward, see what Pulse's defensive reaction will be. Grenade gets popped up by Tronics into the MCOM area. Fear is going to try and find people. He does! Good frag there on Tronics. Just waiting it out. Sees the peak there. Axel pushes forward. He does get taken out. Fear showing some quality young boy. He does get taken out, unfortunately, there. Godlike though gets a good refrag there. Going to go for the plant. Astronics is the only man up from Pulse. SvG, if they can hold on to this, will do them very good. For a second. So the engineer kid has a small arc now. Gets taken out. Luckily nothing too big happened in that back last moment there. Axel gets taken out as he had the G18 now. Tronics, however, is on the defuse. Godlike is there. He has no clue what's happening. All he has is that AEK. Gets pushed back. Also get the disarm. So just a lack of intelligence there from an SvG point of view in terms of knowing that the disarm was coming out. No splash damage in terms of any s'mores or RPGs, ABT laws. However, Fear does get a very good kill on Forsaken there. And you know, there was no extra utilities from Godlike because he was the only man standing. So there was no grenade, obviously, as well, just to prevent the disarm coming out. As Pulse now rotate towards Alpha, SvG found themselves on the other side. And they're going to get the plant in. So let's see what SvG's response will be. Hacksaw. Trying to find cover. Does. Popping around, moving around. Godlike rotates around left side. It's going to find a good kill on Forsaken. Had the flips out a little bit there. Gets him out now, gets the revive, but he has to rotate. Gets taken out, tap out, however, it's still here. It's been a bit quiet in this Parasol Storm game. Gets taken out now by Mango, good cover here by Pulse. Looking real dire now for SvG, as they unfortunately have to spawn back at spawn. He's going to find it hard as Pulse can cover. That bomb is close to tick it by. And I think that's kind of the sound, yeah, that the losing team really dreads. And guys, that's it for this Cup final, Digital Gaming League. Congrats to Pulse on winning almost everything again. So well done to them. So obviously this is a final, but like I said, the provisions that we had in place was kind of a spur of a moment stream for me. and you know, I don't have any in-depth interviews and things like that, unfortunately for you guys, but more will come. I'm gonna try and keep myself in the loop, obviously, you know, from a crucial point of view. I'd love to continue to do that, you know, really support Langslung and the crucial guys, but you know, also I really would, you know, like to support the DGL, in this case the Digital Gaming League, when I can, obviously. But you know, I'd just like to say a special shout out to Richard. I think it was Richard Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, is it you that contacted me today? I want to thank you for that. Yeah, Richard Mitchell, thank you, dude. He was kind enough to let this happen for you guys, in terms of, you know, contacting me and saying, yo man, can you do this for us? And I was like, yo, hey man, you know, yeah, I'll do it. So I just asked him to make sure if it was okay from a DGL admin point of view in terms of permissions, because I do understand that, you know, some things are very finicky when it comes to representation and so forth. But yeah, guys, keep your eyes out, keep your eyes on the Digital Gaming League website. You know, we all know Telkom's products, the new fiber that's now being heavily advertised. Usain Bolt himself is there, and obviously the DGL Masters League is out there, guys. Also keep your eyes on that. Big moves coming out for that, for some of the for the clans right now. So keep your eyes out. Maybe your favorite clan might be in the Masters League, you never know. So yeah, so again, shout out also again to the two clans, or the brands that I like to call them, to Pulse Gaming and SvG. Guys, keep it up, keep making the push. But also shout out to everyone else that obviously competed prior to this, that's still going to compete further on coming up in the DGL. So yeah, guys, keep working on your gameplay, keep it strong. To you, the rest of us, that just keep pubbing, guys, try and enjoy it when you can. You know, try and enjoy those pubs when you can, as my net seemed to have obviously struggled now with the packet loss once again, so I hope you guys caught that. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me. This is my personal channel, so you guys will, or if you are ever interested in terms of seeing what I'm up to when I do stream, or yeah, I'll let you guys know, obviously. But pop around now and again, see if I'm streaming. Hopefully I'm going to try and find more time to do it. Try and maybe even get my PlayStation connected to my YouTube channel, if they do now allow for streaming on there, so you guys can see maybe some Division action, some Destiny action, things like that. But yeah, the key thing for me right now is fixing the packet loss, because that is kind of just, you know, the letdown. But anyways, I don't want to keep you guys for any longer. I also need to go. So again, guys, remember, jam hard, keep it tight. Don't forget to keep up to speed with what's happening in the Battlefield community. Remember, we are there, and what I mean by we is the guys that are very active. You know, you need help. Don't be too afraid to contact me on Twitter. My Twitter is in the description there. You know, to contact or to just post in the Battlefield group if you are part of it. If you're not, you know, or if you know people that are in the community, and I've noticed this, there are guys in SA that do play but aren't actually part of the community, you know, and I kind of feel that they, you know, we don't know them technically. It's like, yeah, these guys are SA players, you know, they play on our servers, they stay somewhere in SA, but we don't know you because you don't communicate with us. So please, you know, get more people to open up, and it just grow it even more, even if it's, you know, from just a more social point of view. So guys, thank you so much. Yeah, so keep up to pace with what's happening, and all the best for Friday coming up tomorrow. It always seems nice. I get to lead you guys into the start of the weekend. So yeah, so guys, enjoy it. Just, you know, hang tough at work, at school, at varsity, whatever. Keep it tight, and yeah, then next thing you know, it's Friday evening and you're working your way into Saturday with a nice beer or glass of wine, or whatever your selection is. Alright guys, I'm gonna be off. Cheers.